Get a Be Better health plan from Beacon and get simple and affordable medical benefits so you can build a better team. Call 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt for more information.
Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way, from birth to graduation, your first job to your home, and your card through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and programs, including financial literacy quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso program, junior cooperatives in secondary schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
This is the GBN television news for today, Monday, February 8th, 2021. I'm Beverly Telesford. In the headlines, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell pays tribute to Mr. Elvin Nimrod, who passed away on the weekend, before calling on social partners to establish a social fund to help people affected by COVID-19. Sour Serpent keeps the Independence crown on his head 3 years in a row. Evan Smith returns to court next week after being allegedly beaten by Caucasian couple Donald Kavanagh and Sarah Horton. And Director General of the OECS, Dr. Didacus Jules, calls on education ministers to give technology, teaching, and learning equal attention. In around the globe, Guyana secures more COVID-19 vaccines. And further afield, tens of thousands of people rallied again in Myanmar's biggest city on Sunday, denouncing a military coup and demanding the release of their elected leader. In sports, Super 50 Cup, Windward Island's Volcanoes score a 31-run win over the Leeward Island Hurricanes. Details after this message.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Good evening, this is GBN News at 7. The people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, and by extension Grenada, are mourning the death of former government minister Mr. Elvin Nimrod, who passed away on the weekend. His death comes one day before the country celebrated its 47th anniversary of independence. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell paid respect to one of the men who stood resolutely by his political side for decades.
After battling a period of illness, former government minister Mr. Elvin Nimrod passed away on Saturday. In conveying his condolence, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell paid tribute to a man he considered his brother.
My heartfelt condolences to the family of the late Elvin Nimrod. who bid us farewell yesterday morning around 10 a.m. I know our sisters and brothers in Carriacou and Petit Martinique are particularly aggrieved by his passing.
Prime Minister Mitchell recalled Mr. Nimrod's contributions.
Brother Nimrod gave human services to our beloved country, holding various portfolios in government and serving as a member of parliament for over 2 decades. In addition to Reverend James's comments about his various responsibilities, he also served as Deputy Prime Minister for about 7 years in the government.
Elvin G. Nimrod was born on the 27th of August 1943 and raised on the island of Carriacou. In 1995, Nimrod entered the political arena and selected the constituency of Carriacou and Petit Martinique to launch his political career. 2 years later, he was appointed to the Senate. In January 1999, he was elected on a new National Party ticket and became the parliamentary representative for the constituency of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. In June of 2017, Mr. Nimrod closed the political door to frontline politics, telling party members, "Some of you may have remembered that in the last couple of years, I have been saying that no king reigns forever. And anyone who thinks that he can is fooling himself." Those words he said before retreating into a quiet life. A minute of silence was observed in remembrance of the late former government minister, Mr. Elvin Nimrod, during Grenada's 47th anniversary of independence ceremony at the National Stadium on Sunday. Particulars regarding his funeral arrangements are not yet disclosed. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell calls for the establishment of a social fund to assist people impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, promising no government involvement in its handling. One of his deliveries on the anniversary of Grenada's 47th independence.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell says the impact of COVID-19 on people's lives keeps them up at night as the COVID-19 pandemic continues to negatively impact the country's economy. The Prime Minister, in his national address to mark Grenada's 47th anniversary of independence, proposed an idea he believes can help people in need.
I plan to present a proposal to our social partners and by implication the country for the creation of a social fund that will be used to help the most vulnerable in our society. The concept is that every one of us who is working will contribute to this fund. I would lead by example, contributing a portion far above anyone else of my salary every month to help those in need. And I'll be encouraging my cabinet colleagues to do the same. Similarly, I would be encouraging everyone who's able to make a contribution to do so. Sisters and brothers, we are not going to Parliament to mandate anything. Our conscience should be our mandate. It is simply a suggestion made in trying to come up with creative ways to help those who are in need.
He spoke about the pleas he received for assistance over the past few months.
The pain out there is real. Some people have been without jobs for almost a year. In the tourism sector alone, that number has been over 2,000 persons. It's real. Can we help them all? I ask. It may not be possible, but we still must try.
He enforced the idea to practice true Christianity by showing compassion to those in need, and hastily added that government ministers would not have any dealings with the management of this fund if established.
If this fund is succeed in being started as I wish, members of government will have no involvement in implementing this fund. The way I envision it, the social partners will establish an independent committee to manage and disburse these funds acquired through this effort. Any beneficiary of this initiative must be someone with justifiable need. It will be verified.
Joseph Kador, GBN News.
It was a close run for the top 4 finalists in the Independence Calypso competition on Friday night, with 7 points separating them. However, Sean Niles was crowned on the night. For the first time, patrons had no choice but to view the competition via virtual means. Details in this report.
Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, I'm begging you one favor when you're making the vaccine for Grenada.
3 years in a row, the crown has once again returned to the head of Sean Niles, Sour Serpent. Niles walked away with the title of the 2021 Independence Calypso Monarch Friday night, defeating 9 contenders. He amassed a total of 87.2 points. Niles' rendition of A Vaccine Nation captivated the judges, giving him a lead of almost 3 points ahead of second place Philandly Jeffrey with his score of 84.8 points. He spoke on his accomplishment.
It's a sense of accomplishment. I mean, this is my 5th Independence Monarch on the backs of the National Calypso title. So it feels good, you know. There's no perfect situation, but I am happy about it.
Okay.
I don't think about my performance. I was quite comfortable. I went out to do what I set out to do, and that was accomplished. You might be asking me for my opinion on the other Calypsonians. I think everybody did a fantastic job. The composition of the Calypsos could be improved, but you know, we are work in progress, so to speak. So we are going to get better from time to time.
Niles, who spoke to GBN via telephone on Saturday, says should there be a carnival competition this year, he is ready.
I don't spend a minute without composing, without having Calypso right at my fingertips or at the tip of my tongue or the forefront of my head, you know. And I can't do nothing about it. It is an unconscious emotion, right? So from the time I wake up in the morning, things would hit me. Before I go to bed, things would hit me. When I wake up, things hit me. So it's constant action. So yes, anytime, if there's a Calypso competition tomorrow, I am ready.
Third place went to Sheldon Douglas, and in position number 4, Anthony Darius, who made a comeback after taking a 10-year break from the arena. There's a taste of Friday night's top 4 performances.
Put something in the vaccine, so we'll go back to being proud. Whenever me anthem playing, there would be reverence in the crowd. Yes, I want you put something in the vaccine, so when Grenadians go to vote, every time we don't sing in the anthem, oh Lord, we pledge our heads, our hearts and hands, and that there would be unification, oh Lord, whose challenging times really demands that we no more than ever. Of country is the key, and accountability to build a nation. We ain't working for eyes to see, just for pleasing you and me to build this nation.
Though the road is rough, we got to show the world that we tough. We cannot sit back and let this country go down. We all got...
Christina John, GBN News.
The National Celebrations Committee hosted Grenada's Independence Cultural Extravaganza on Saturday at the National Stadium. It was an event riddled with cultural performances. Over the years, the event has been held in St. Andrew, but due to the COVID-19 pandemic limiting all independence activities to a virtual platform, one stage was set up in St. George to facilitate all events. The show included a range of musicians, young and old, singing, traditional dancing, cultural drumming, drama, pan playing, poetry, and a host of other presentations from acts across the Tri-Island. Here are some highlights of Saturday's event.
And where I came from. Worked hard, made it on my own, started as Camahon, but then had my name stolen from me as Europeans fought for control of me. Greedy hands with selfish intentions in contention for years. My Amerindians in tears, choosing death over capture, leaping to their tombs in murky water. Then I became Spanish.
Not just beautiful beach or a quadrant that's rich, you'll enjoy your friendship.
Our friendly people will tell our history, Shakespeare mass and big drum dance. Maroon Fest, Regatta, and Tombstone Feast that you all cannot miss.
You have to come to see that.
Sandy Island, Dhaka Dam, and White Island.
So much talent. The case involving Evan Smith, who was allegedly assaulted by an Irish couple in Fort Judy last June, is far from over, as the case is expected to go back to court next Monday.
Donald Kavanagh and Sarah Houghton were charged for the offense of causing harm after being accused of beating a local black man, Evan Smith, who ran over and killed their 4-year-old dog, Herbie. The case has sparked racial tensions across the country, and the Kavanagh have been the subject of protests in which hundreds of people chanted, "No justice, no peace," while carrying signs reading, "Black Lives Matter" and "Not in my Grenada." The couple made their first court appearance about 1 month after the incident, but the matter was adjourned until February 15th as the legal files were not available at the time. The Kavanagh are currently on $10,000 bail each and are represented by attorney-at-law Ali Gill. Christina John, GBN News.
A giant boulder dislodged from a slope and made its way into the middle of the main road at Bailey's Bacalet in St. David on the Redgate Stretch on Sunday. There were no reports of injury or damage to property. Over the past 2 months, massive boulders have become a source of concern for residents and motorists throughout the country. Last month, a huge boulder dislodged from the hillside and destroyed 2 homes in St. John. No one was injured. Shortly thereafter, residents at Bellevue in St. David called for the removal of a massive boulder they fear is a danger to pedestrians and motorists. This is News at 7 coming up. Director General of the OECS, Dr. Didicus Jules, calls on education ministers to give technology, teaching and learning equal attention. Stay with us.
Your hard work, talent and creativity, plus flow. equals more ways to chase your dreams. Flow is connecting all of Grenada, from Point Salines to Hillsborough, with the most reliable connection on the island. So now everyone can work, study, and keep moving forward together. Visit discoverflow.co for more information.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here even when the future seems unclear, because one thing is certain: you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
What are you looking for? Top quality copy paper, linen paper, bond paper maybe, or lunch bags, maybe a gift set, or maybe you're just not sure? Then visit us today. Canara Bookstore. We are so much more than your regular bookstore. Visit us at the corner of Scotch and Young Street, or give us a call 420-5307 or 321-3500. Canara Bookstore. Convenience, quality, excellent prices.
She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me.
Sunday, February 14th from 6 p.m.
Get set for another massive Waggity Virtual Bingo,
the Valentine's edition.
This time you can win a whopping $15,000. Tickets are $15 for one or two for $25. Now that's a Valentine's special. In Grenada, tickets are available at gotofet.com
or numerous box offices island-wide.
If you're overseas, tickets are only available at gotofet.com. This is a special day,
so you and your Valentine can enjoy all the fun and excitement in the comfort of your home.
Sunday, February 14th,
Valentine's Day.
Play Waggity Virtual Bingo,
the new way to play
bingo.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here even when the future seems unclear, because one thing is certain: you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. Carriacou's hotel sector will soon experience a boost in room numbers as Phase 1 of the island's Cascada Bay Resort nears completion. The project, scheduled to complete this year, is expected to benefit the island in many ways. More in this report from Trelana Charles.
The Cascada Bay Resort in Carriacou is the island's newest hotel development. Even with the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, Phase 1 is on track and the hotel is expected to be open to visitors and locals in April 2021. Soon after, Phase 2 will begin.
This site, which was once a marine college during Grenada's revolution, is a waterfront property. The resort project manager and consultant, Sterling Hennessy, said in addition to catching fresh seafood which will be used by the resort's restaurants, they intend to develop the seaside area as part of the resort's attractions.
We're putting the jetty back and hoping that when we open, we're working on getting some mooring balls outside the bar. Then we want to install a real safe dinghy dock for the yachties and whoever needs to come in once we're open. Also hoping to have probably diving, snorkeling, maybe some fishing trips that will open it up.
He said the resort is expected to provide employment to many unemployed individuals across the island upon the completion of the first phase and the start of the second phase.
We will need staff. We have security on site now. We have people here working. We have more people down below painting, and maintenance will on an area this big will always go on, so you're going to need people for that. You'll need people for dinghy docks and a dive center, and there will be a number of staff. Like I'm sure there'll be 10 to 15, and maybe when the chalets are built down the road, then there's more housekeeping, there's laundry, there's more staff needed.
Hennessy said while construction is going on, they have made it a point to support the local economy as much as possible by using locally made products.
All the beds, they've been built in Carriacou here for the houses. We had them built in Hillsborough. So we've been using as much as we can for the people here. Like our block and cement and all that stuff. A lot of the lumber came from outside, but that's normal. That was shipped in. But the rest of everything is pretty well between Grenada and here. It'll come on the ferry, electrical supplies, AC and air, all that, Grenada.
Phase 1 consists of 2 3-bedroom structures and a restaurant and bar, while Phase 2 of the project will see the construction of 15 2-bedroom chalets.
Reporting from Cascada Bay Resort in Carriacou, I'm Trelana Charles.
The COVID-19 pandemic has forced changes in many aspects of daily life, and when it comes to imparting knowledge, that too has seen changes. To curb the spread of the deadly virus, educators were forced to institute online learning, thereby bringing teachers and students together virtually. And while investing in technology is seen as a step in the right direction, one regional leader is calling for equal attention to be given to teaching and learning. We get more in this report.
Director General of the OECS, Dr. Didicus Jules, is calling on education ministers in the sub-regional grouping to collaborate to make education more sustainable in the future. Noting regional governments' investments in technology to cope with the changes brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic, he said it is equally important to invest in technology as it is equally important to collaborate to make teaching and learning more sustainable. He said to fast-track the digital learning agenda in member countries, there must be changes to the framework with which education institutions operate.
We must embrace the opportunities that ICT provides and act now to provide the right policy framework, the enabling environment, and the stimulus that can introduce innovative learning and teaching practices. An open innovation framework is central to this objective and has demonstrated proven success in removing barriers and making learning accessible, abundant, and customizable. Embracing open innovation in education will remove obstacles to digital education in cost, geography, time, and entry requirements by giving all learners the opportunity to access education resources at a lower or nearly no cost and in a flexible way. Extremely important considerations in the context of the vulnerabilities faced by OECS member states today.
Dr. Jules was addressing the 6th Council of Ministers of Education meeting hosted by St. Lucia last Thursday and Friday, which was attended by Grenada's Minister for Education, Emmeline Pear. She commended regional leaders for their collaborative effort.
I believe over the past 2 days, we have really looked at some critical areas for the continued advancement and development of the education sector in the region. And I have full confidence in the team at the OECS Secretariat that they would continue to work with us as ministers to ensure that our goals, our aspiration, all of those dreams that we have for a better region, a better people through education, I believe that those can be accomplished. And so we continue to rely on the support of everyone to make this a reality.
The virtual 2-day meeting focused on sustainable education, collaborative policies, and practices for the future. OECS communication specialist Alicia Ali spoke about the inclusion of the youth voices during the meeting that highlighted their concerns with the education system and also made recommendations.
These recommendations were discussed during this 2-day meeting. The youth recommendations to the ministers included the need to modernize classrooms, incorporate digital literacies, and endorse youth groups and councils.
Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
The Ministry of Health says it plans to decentralize some of the services only offered at the General Hospital. Minister for Hospital and Community Health Services, Delma Thomas, during last week's post-cabinet briefing, spoke of the services to be extended in the communities as part of the government's effort to improve community health services.
Many of the services we have now, they all are provided in the capital. And so people have to leave across even Kiariku to come to Grenada to get some tests. We are in the process, a phased approach. It's a different period, but government is committed to ensuring that whatever revenue they have is placed in for healthcare. Even if it's means cutting some other areas, we are ensuring that we provide, because health is too fragile. It cannot wait like a road or a school or any other thing.
Minister Thomas said the plan to decentralize health services will be done in a phased approach.
Princess Royal in Kiariku, Princess Alice in St. Andrew, and St. Patrick Medical Center will have gynae and OBGYN clinics there in those 3 locations on a phased approach to community health services. We'll continue our general medicine. There'll be ophthalmology services provided in those 3 sites. We'll have pediatric services also provided in those 3 sites starting from February. Then we'll look at the other services in those sites. We are also looking at St. David in terms of bringing those same services there. We are working with the Ministry of Works at present to get the scope of work, because there's some infrastructural work that must be done before we can have these services implemented there, and we are working on that now.
She said that with the procurement of equipment and training of hospital staff, there is hope for the health sector.
COVID-19 and the pandemic would have shown us that we have to invest more into our healthcare, because the alternative sources we had, because of lockdown in other countries like Cuba and other areas, we weren't able to get medical assistance for families, and therefore we have to look within to ensure that we provide specialization and to get specialists to come in on island to deal with some of those issues that confront our citizens of our country. And so we are continuing. Last year, the cabinet approved some of the equipment that were identified as needed by the hospital and purchased, and so we have a lot of new equipment for the surgical department, urologists and peds and all other departments, we received them in December. There are some additional equipment that was procured and purchased by one of our other award sponsor, and so we should be here shortly.
And now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Trelana Charles has been looking around the platforms.
This is Social Buzz, where we shine a light on the thoughts and concerns of our online audience.
The Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association has warned that the region's economic survival is in serious jeopardy as the tourism-dependent economies struggle with the consequences of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Last weekend, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced that Air Canada, WestJet, Sunwing, and Air Transat have agreed to suspend services to some destinations right away and will be making arrangements with their customers who are in those regions now to organize flights home.
Our audience give their input on the topic. Darrell commented, the USA is a cesspit of COVID. They are not dealing with COVID at all. You want them bringing more positive virus cases to Grenada? He then added, diversify, create local products for both export and domestic purchase, create more agricultural spin-offs, be creative. Gladlina commented, agreed. Stronger trading must be done among the islands like they do in other regions around the world. And Kate had a lot to say. She said, tourism is affected around the world. Many factors are involved. Loss of tour operators, reduced flights, loss of airlines, the spread of coronavirus. Grenada and so many Caribbean islands have a wealth of natural resources. They have relied upon tourism for too long. It is time now for governments to invest in the people and their island. When I first began visiting the Caribbean over 40 years ago, many islands grew bananas, coconut, and other fruits and vegetables. Most people grew a few staples in their own yard. Many were self-sufficient. Tourism benefits the few, not the majority of people. Time to turn back the clock and encourage the next generation. That's it for tonight's Social Buzz. If you would like to have your thoughts and concerns shared, be sure to comment on GBN's Facebook page.
From the thought process to the visual impact, it's time to take a peek through the GBN eyesore lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center. People and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
In tonight's eyesore, we feature officers of the Royal Grenada Police Force doing the Jerusalem dance during the National Independence Day Parade on Sunday.
Can you imagine the crowd being here on a day like today, having this kind of a display?
Yeah, and the popular Jerusalem.
Yes,
Sunday, Jerusalem is a play. It's a prayer, rather.
Wherever you are, viewers, listeners, you can join in with the police band for the Jerusalem. Wonderful display.
They have it, they have it.
Could you imagine that all of National Stadium joining in with the police band here for Jerusalem?
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are at home, at their offices, wherever they are doing it.
A welcomed feature to the order of events. The song Jerusalem went viral during the isolation and loss caused by COVID-19 lockdowns worldwide. The dance created as a result of the song resonated with people across the world. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 4053052 or our other social media platforms. Stay with us. The weather and sports are up next.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Imagine your day without having to wait in line, without having to write at every store, without touching the pen everyone else used, having your info exposed to everyone. Sounds great, huh? Well, it's possible. Here is Teta. With Teta, you download once, register once, and just scan to check in everywhere. No hassle, no forms, no hold up. Simple and easy. Teta lets you explore, discover new places, new products, and new experiences. What are you waiting for? Get Teta for free from your app store today and enjoy contactless convenience.
Now we can stay safe while at the same time reducing our budget to maintain a clean and safe environment at our home, school, office, church, or even on the bus. Fortune Foods has gone a long way to source premium products that are at least 30 to 50% less than other brands. That's right, 30 to 50% cheaper than other brands. We have a multi-purpose 80% strength liquid sanitizer for cleaning surfaces that is also safe on hands, as well as 70 to 75% gel sanitizers available in 1 gallon and smaller sizes. Plus, when you buy in bulk, you save even more. Right now, every dollar counts. Be wise. Sanitize with Fortune Foods' range of sanitizing products.
Distributed by Fortune Foods Company Limited, Tempe, St. George's. Telephone 435-2247.
Hills and Valley Pharmacy offers both wholesale and retail pharmaceutical and over-the-counter products. We have the most competitive and affordable prices. We are the agents for Vit Plus multivitamin for healthy everyday lifestyle and Sanatogen powder. Hills and Valley Pharmacy supplies the best quality, name brand clinical products such as Rescue Oil, Bio Oil, Neutrogena, Aveeno, and Clarisil. We offer the most convenient opening hours. Our telephone numbers are 435-6904 or 6903. Remember, at Hills and Valley Pharmacy, your health is our business. We care.
Now open, Hills and Valley Medicare Center, your one-stop for medical supplies, massage therapy, physiotherapy, and an in-house physician. At Hills and Valley, your health is our business.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with Tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with Tropical. I can't wait. No package too big, too small. I cannot wait to ship with Tropical. No package too big, too small. Just ship with Tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. Telephone number 440-8787 or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
Need tools?
Then, take advantage today on 20% off on all tools, lights, and sanitary fixtures in LA Purcell Independence Sale. Plus, get 15% off on appliances, furniture, and electronics. LA Purcell is bringing independence to you for 2 weeks from January 29th to February 12th. More reasons to celebrate independence. What are you waiting for? Visit our stores on Granby Street or River Road today. See your favorite LA today. Cash if you have it or credit if you want it. Happy Independence Grenada from LA Purcell.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Do you know what time it is? You guessed right, it's detox time again at Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. Purchase our 7-day cleansing pack for only $500. Includes everything you need for a complete total body cleanse. Cleanse your blood, kidney, liver, and colon. This cleanse will help you lighten up and get rid of the excess. Also available are our special product detox combo pack for only $100. Try our single detox products starting from $40. Check us out now. Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area, or call us on 231-6642, 449-7753, or 418-7115. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. Detox, your way to health.
Good evening, sporting fans. In celebrating Grenada's 47th independence, the Grenada Football Association GFA Commercial Officer Irene Lewis presented a customized Spice Boys replica to the Minister for Sports, Yolan Bain Horsford. The replica bore the first initial and last names of the sports minister on the back, accompanied by the number 47, symbolic of Grenada's 47th year of independence. Grenada Spice Boys is Grenada's senior national men's football team. GFA is also encouraging all football fans to purchase a Spice Boys replica as Grenada journeys to the Gold Cup 2021. Kevin Stout and Sunil Ambrose scored half-centuries as the Windward Islands Volcanoes scored a 31-run win over the Leeward Island Hurricanes, despite a better-than-a-run-a-ball century from Nitish Kumar on the opening day of the 2021 CG Insurance Super 50 Cup tournament. Stout scored 86 and Ambrose 70. And their third wicket partnership of 119 laid the foundation for the Windward's 284 all-out of 49.2 overs. They came together after Kimani Milius and Desran Maloney were already back in the pavilion midway of the 8th over with 40 runs on board. When Ambrose departed for 70, that included 8 fours and a 6, Stout and Emmanuel Stewart put on 68 for the fourth wicket when Stout got out in the 42nd over. Stewart was out 5 balls later, but Roland Cato and Ryan John helped push the final score to 284. Bowling for the Leewood's Quinton Boson took 4 for 45 from his 10 overs, while Shino Berridge 3 for 65 and Hayden Walsh 3 for 79 provided support. Chasing 285, the Leewoods were dismissed for 253 in 49.3 overs, despite Kumar's 112 from 106 balls that included 9 fours and 2 sixes. Still in cricket, Test debutant Kyle Mayers hit an incredible unbeaten 210 as West Indies completed the 5th highest run chase in Test history against Bangladesh in Chittagong. The Windies chased down 395 to win by 3 wickets, with 15 balls remaining in the final hour of the first Test. Here are some highlights from the match.
Overnight batsmen resuming their innings quite effectively, particularly Mills, who was more prepared to go on the attack. There were some scary moments, reviews not taken, always a difficult component of the game for modern captains to know when to and when not to. It's not easy. Fortuitous 50 shot for Kyle Mayers, his first in Test matches. And then an outside edge dropping short. Another review was not taken. Hawkeye showing that it would have gone on to hit plumb into leg stump.
They played some very good looking shots off the back foot, especially Myers. Hardly missing an opportunity, and with 2 contrasts in terms of batting styles. One taking a little bit more time, someone like Bonner, but Myers was eyeing up to pick up boundaries. 11 fours and a 6 in his innings of 91. That review was taken. And it suggested that it would stay on with the umpire, Scott, who decided to give it in favor of the batsman.
Same pair which started the proceedings in the morning for West Indies. Both of them didn't look tentative at all, but they knew exactly what their approach needed to be. Anything outside the off stump was left alone. Anything that was pitched up was driven. And Nkrumah Bonner getting to his first half century. And then looking to attack as the game progressed. Bowlers kept asking the questions from Bangladesh. A few close shaves, a couple of reviews, and then the boundary, a scratchy one, but the 96 prior to that was an excellent effort from Kyle Mayers to get to his maiden 100.
And now for the probe around the globe, health authorities have indicated their interest in an additional 149,000 doses of a COVID-19 vaccine for Guyana under the African Union CARICOM vaccine agreement. This brings to 273,000 the total amount of vaccines secured to date for Guyana. Tamika Rodney reports.
Guyana is expected to pay a sum of money for the allocation of 149,000 doses of a COVID-19 vaccine to further address the outbreak. Minister of Health, Dr. Frank Anthony, during Friday's COVID-19 update disclosed that discussions on which of the vaccines Guyana will be afforded by the African Union is still ongoing.
I think they might have access to the mRNA vaccines, which would be Pfizer, Moderna, and AstraZeneca vaccines. The details are currently being worked out between CARICOM and the African Union. So as we get those details, we will be able to update you.
Apart from the allocation by the African Union, Guyana is also poised to receive 20,000 more doses of the Sinopharm COVID-19 vaccine from the Chinese government and 104,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine through the COVAX facility. The African Union has so far secured around 670 million doses for its member states. Clinical trials have pegged the Sinopharm vaccine as 79.3% effective, while AstraZeneca is seen as 66% effective. The AstraZeneca doses will be delivered by COVAX at no cost to the government. President Irfan Ali has already said that Guyanese will not have to pay for the vaccines. In keeping with that promise, it is anticipated that the government will absorb the cost and not pass it on to the citizens.
Further afield, tens of thousands of people rallied again in Myanmar's biggest city, Yangon, on Sunday, denouncing a military coup and demanding the release of their elected leader. Al Jazeera has more in this report.
For a second successive day, people in Myanmar have taken to the streets to protest against the military takeover. Marching through downtown Yangon, they held up a three-finger salute, a symbol of defiance against authoritarian rule. Even people who weren't part of the demonstration showed their support by clapping or honking their cars. Protesters are demanding an end to military rule and the release of Aung San Suu Kyi, the democratically elected leader, and others still in custody. They marched, undeterred by the police presence and the threat of arrest.
We have decided we will fight until the end of our lives for our generation. We have to work for the next generation to get democracy for them if we want to end this military dictatorship.
Myanmar emerged from nearly 50 years of military rule in 2011. People here are aware of the military's brutal repression of past uprisings, but some say they're not afraid.
Our ancestors had already made revolution against the military. We can't just let the military win. Citizens had already shown their demands by voting. We are on the streets to show that we are against the military dictatorship.
That's the program on the globe. Stay tuned for a recap of the headlines. Recapping the headlines, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell pays tribute to Mr. Elvin Nimrod, who passed away on the weekend, before calling on social partners to establish a social fund to help people affected by COVID-19. Sour Serpent keeps the Independence crown on his head 3 years in a row. Evan Smith returns to court next week after being allegedly beaten by a Caucasian couple, Donald Kavanaugh and Sarah Horton. And Director General of the OECS, Dr. Didacus Jules, calls on education ministers to give technology, teaching and learning equal attention. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at gbn.gd or on GBN's television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Beverly Telesford. That's news. Good night.